was about to marry my fiancé of 2 years until I discovered a video from his bachelor's party telling everyone the real reason why he wanted to marry me, so I decided to walk down the aisle in casual clothes and told everyone his secret. My partner George and I have enjoyed a wonderful 6 years together. We got engaged 2 years ago and have been planning to get married this year. He and I met when I was on a work trip to another country. Incidentally, it happened to be the first visit for both of us to that particular place. While exploring the place, it started to rain unexpectedly one afternoon. I rushed to take cover in a cozy little coffee shop nearby. As I walked in, feeling a bit disheartened by the weather, my eyes were immediately drawn to a tall, attractive man sitting in a corner, completely engrossed in a book. Now, I'm not the sort of person who can just walk up to a guy and ask him out, so I just ordered hot chocolate for myself and settled at a nearby table, stealing glances in his direction. I guess he must have noticed me staring at him because he responded with a warm smile that instantly put me at ease. We struck up a conversation about our favorite authors, and from there it was like we couldn't stop talking. His enthusiasm for life was infectious, and I found myself drawn to his kindness and genuine nature. Over the rest of our vacation, we started spending more and more time together, exploring new places, trying new cuisines, and discovering shared interests. What really amazed me about George was his ability to always see the bright side of things, even when things didn't go to plan. Being the oldest child in my family, I was very rigid when it came to planning out every single detail of my life, while George just went with the flow. It was liberating to be around him, and I think that is why I quickly fell in love with him. When we returned home, we continued to stay in touch. He asked me out on an official date, and the rest is history. He had this incredible sense of humor that never fails to make me laugh, even on the toughest days, and his support for my dreams and aspirations has always been unwavering. George has been very open with me about his family's challenging history. He shared very early on that his father was abusive and left him and his mother with very little money when he was just a baby. His mother, Caroline, had to take on various odd jobs to make ends meet. She single-handedly had to cover rent and George's education and put food on the table, which must have been horrible for her to handle alone. George even recounted once a particularly distressing memory where his mother had resorted to desperate measures for money, starting to have intimacies with men in their neighborhood to earn some extra cash. Unfortunately, this led to a dangerous situation when she was caught by some of these men's wives. They knocked sense into her in front of George and threatened her with even worse consequences if she ever repeated her actions and slept with their husbands. George vividly remembers the humiliation from that incident, and it's something that has deeply affected him. This is why he has worked so hard all his life to provide for his mother. Although I don't blame his mother, I have always felt bad for my fiancé. He had to grow up too soon and did not even get to enjoy his childhood properly. Hence, I've always made it a priority to give George experiences and gifts that he missed out on before. Whether it's asking him to the opera or Disneyland or surprising him with expensive Star Wars collectibles and an Xbox, things he's always wanted, I've spared no expense to fulfill his dreams. I'm fortunate to afford these luxuries, not only because of my well-paid job